took the step to set up a movement that will save this country. We will take it back, and this man, who we fondly call boss, will be the man to lead us. Mr. Paul Golding, party leader.
You'll have to forgive my voice. All that screaming and shouting down that road there, Northumberland Avenue, has really made it a bit sore, to say the least. But it's great because, unlike previous times, everyone was taking the initiative this time. There was people shouting Britain first, fighting back terrorist scum off our streets. And to be honest, I was just standing there enjoying it. So well done, big round of applause for everyone who's giving it their all. First of all, how many people are here from Scotland? Stick your hands up. Alright, how many joining us from Wales? Oh, that was alright, that was alright. Northern Ireland? There we go. Okay, we got people joining us from Cyprus. Thank you for joining us. Big round of applause. And we've got a lot of international friends here. We've got friends from Poland. You can see them here with Polish friends.
Many people.
God bless you. Me and Jada are off to Poland soon, and we're looking forward to that.
Thanks a lot for inviting.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thanks a lot.
And fellow European Christians, we are brothers in arms. As we've always said, love Europe, hate the EU. We're against the EU, not Europe. Europe is a Christian, continent, and we're all brothers. We all face the same problems with mass immigration, with militant Islam. We are brothers in arms. So all of the people joining us from overseas, let's have a big round of applause for our international guests. Why are we here today? Because last week on that bridge, a radicalised Muslim extremist, radicalised in prison, converted to Islam in prison, mowed down multiple innocent tourist civilians and then stabbed the police officer to death. We've already had a 1 minute silence for the victims. But that's why we're here today, because this is nothing new to us. We know this is going to happen all the time. Well, it has, hasn't it? It has. Look at Berlin, look at Munich, look at Paris, look at Nice, look at Orlando, San Bernardino, the Canadian Parliament, Sydney. I could go on and on all day. Let me ask you right now, is the world suffering a wave of Jewish terrorism?
No!
Is the world suffering a wave of Hindu terrorism?
No!
Well, let me ask you, if you've got your head in the sand, what is the problem? The problem is Islamic terrorism.
Yes, I agree.
We've come here today to make that clear, because we are the only movement without our head in the sand. UKIP won't come out and say the truth. They won't say that this is Islamic terrorism. They're trying to play the game, they're trying to fit in with the establishment. The only mass movement in this country, there's millions of followers, that is calling this by its rightful name, is Britain First. And we will always say it unashamedly. No matter how many times that they arrest us, no matter how many times they throw us in prison, no matter how many times they put us on trial for Mickey Mouse charges, no matter how many times they drag us into the High Court, we will not be silent. The security services in this country are very, very good. And we can be thankful for that. They've foiled 12 terror plots in this country in the last year. There's over 3,000 jihadists or Islamic extremists in this country right now who are being monitored at the cost of billions of pounds of our taxpayers' money. 3,000 of them that we know about. And just bear in mind that the monster that mowed people down on that bridge and stabbed one of our hero policemen, he wasn't even on the intelligence radar. So how many people do you think in this country who have the capability to carry out terror attacks to slaughter innocent people? We're talking about an apocalyptic scale problem, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And that Khalid Masood, whatever his name was, He was radicalised in prison. Well, our government could put a stop to that right now, because what they do, they allow our prisons to be dominated by Muslim gangs. I know, because the first night that I went into Pentonville prison, it was absolutely wall to wall, floor to ceiling, chock-a-block with bearded Muslims. The first day I went in there, okay? It was wall to wall. And then they put me in solitary confinement. And I said to them, don't worry about me, I'll mow through that lot if they come near me. I am not scared of any of them. I am sick to death, sick to my back teeth of being told this is nothing to do with Islam. I despair when people, all these rotten left-wing journalists that are, ferreting around the front here with their cameras. You are as much to blame as the politicians for allowing this to happen in our country. You are nothing but mind benders and brainwashers. Not once have I seen it on the TV that this was an Islamic radicalist attack. I'm sorry, getting into... Someone's having a sing-song. But look, the media, the politicians, they're the ones to blame. Don't take your anger out on ordinary Muslims on the streets. Don't take your anger out on them. Take your anger out on the usually right, left-wing politicians and journalists who have wrecked this country and have allowed Islam to invade our borders. This is nothing new. It's been going on since 9/11. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And it's not going to get better. The frequency of these attacks is going to increase. The carnage is going to increase. I have been all over this country in every